about what Jinen is saying today is. Today's text is number 30, maybe. 33. Is it alright? Shuhei-san, number 33? Okay. So, number 33, this precise moment is right now, right here. See, when you say right here, see, when you hear, oh, I'm right here, right now, it's a path. You see, right now, right here, you never just grasp. You never be able to grasp it in thinking, by thinking or the thought. Well, you may say the concept. See, when you say right now, it's a past. When you say it's right now, right here, it's a past. See, that is right now is moves such a quickly and swiftly. You never grasp it. But what people just thinking about right now, right here. Oh, this is right now, right here. That is not entirely different. That is entirely different. What people just think, they try to say, this is right now is the past. Right now, right here in the past. See, you never be able to grip right now, right here. That's such a quick and switch movement. You never be able to just grip or hold right now, right here. So this right now and right here is our trueness, our true self. Wow. So it's it's very hard to understand what I'm saying in concept. That's much is what we just think about the self is entirely different from what true ourself is. That's it. So today, what the Jinen is saying is, as I mentioned about this precise moment, right now, right here. Right now and right here. This precise moment is our truth, our true self, right now. What the other people just thinking about this one. This one is entirely different from our truth. See, this is not the true ourselves. This is I've already just mentioned about it. This one is not about people thinking about our human body. This is Dharma body. Dharma body. Oh, that's entirely different. What people are thinking about this one, what people thinking about this one is a totally misunderstanding. Totally misunderstanding. Unfortunately, or fortunately. So what are the Jinen saying? What teachers about through today's text number 33. This precise moment is dropping off. This precise moment is dropping off or dropping away. You see, when you say this, you simply just become as you just faced to. Then you just You just face this. You just simply became as you faced. This is completely dropping dropped away. This is precisely. This is the right knowledge, and this is our truth. This is our reality. We'll be able to just understand what I'm saying. Is it understandable? Even in a concept, totally different. Yes, it's all right. Dropping off is this precise moment. Dropping off or casting off. Well, you may say anything about to explain about our trueness, but that is only explanation. Our trueness doesn't care much about the explanation at all. The thing is dropping off is this precise moment. So when you see this, and then when you see this, this one completely dropped off or dropped away without anything, without doing anything, or without awareness. Without awareness, one by one, the things just come out in this kind of body, see? Without awareness, without doing anything. See? Everything just come out. See? This coming out, coming in, this coming in is our truth. See? This is not this one. What people thinking is maybe middle. You see, some patriarchs just says our body is a kind of mirror, and everything just, you see, come up in this mirror. See, this is still within a concept. See, as I already just mentioned about what right here is, see, this mirror and the things at the same time come up, then become one, and the things come out, appear. This is true. What people just thinking about in concept is, here is a mirror, and then things come in or illuminate in this the mirror. This is a total misunderstanding. You see, this one and the things at the same time come out and then become one. Then things come out. This is reality. So dropping off in this precise moment. See, this dropping off or casting off is our true self. You see, not this one. So what's just happened with Zen Master Dogen? Once he just realized what he was, then he just rushed to go to the Nyojo, Zen Master Nyojo. Then he said, my body, the body completely cast off or dropped away. See, my body and body completely dropped off. Then what the Zen Master Nyojo says, what are you talking about? You see, what are you talking about? See, he just completely denied what the Dogen, Zen Master Dogen just realized. What are you talking about? He said, he said, our body and mind is this dropping off and or cast off. This is our body and mind. You see? What do you think about? What do you think about? You see? And what are the Dogen, Zen Master Dogen that mentioned about is he just recognized that this body and mind is mine or himself. This is a total misunderstanding. No? What are the Zen Master Nyoju they mention about is what we thinking about the mind and the body is nothing is nothing exists alone. Nothing exists alone. What we just thinking about the body and mind is just occurring, just happen in our thinking or thought. That is not a reality. This is totally misunderstanding. See, this dropping off or this kind of changing is through our body and mind. That way he just teach him. And then he accept, the Master Dogen accept his answer. And he realized completely his true self. This is reality. These things, this path, if you just completely realize, or not completely realize is, we would like to just recommend you to do Zazen. You see, I just wanted to mention about what Zazen is. You see, whatever just thinking or thought just come out in your mind. Simply, you just let go, then all as there. This is enough. This is enough. This doesn't, if you can just do constantly or continue. So someday you'll be able to just encounter your true self. Only this way, only this way. Right. That this way, the Shakyamuni Buddha realized who he was. See, well, the first person who realized through ourselves is the Shakyamuni Buddha. And then he just, after his realization, he just taught other teachers how to do that in order to encounter our truth, our true self. This is a Zazen. It is noble and subtle. See, in another word, Zen Master, as Zen Master just Dogen just teach us. When we just seek for, when we just seek for the way is our true self. If we sincerely seek for what's our true self is, see, you find it to be complete and universal. Complete and universal. This is the same. This is a this is a noble and subtle. It's complete and universal. This is our trueness. This is our true self. So once you just realize this fact, this reality, see, Shakyamuni Buddha was Patriarchs recommended us to do zazen. See zazen. Only zazen you'll be able to encounter this reality. So having lost dropping off and it doesn't be tinted. So that's much. That's much. Our true self is a complete and universal. Complete and universal. Perfect. Always perfect. See? So you don't need to worry. You don't need to worry about anything because always perfect, always complete and universal. See? Wow. That's much our true self is huge and uncountable, endless. That's what we think about ourselves is entirely different from what our true self is. See, that's the reason. That's the reason we have to do zazen in order to just realize who we are. That's the reason that the Shakyamuni Buddha or the Patriarchs just recommend us to do zazen. Very simple, very simple. And this is the most valuable things for us to do. See, because as I mentioned about, we are exactly ourselves. We are exactly ourselves. No doubt at all. Although we are exactly ourselves, we don't know much about who we are. This is the most miserable things for us. The most miserable thing, not thinking about ourselves is an entirely different thing. What's the true ourselves is. They say that's the reason within our life, we have to do zazen and in order to encounter true ourselves. Only one chance, one occasion. See, if you just miss this occasion, you never be able to just encounter your true self at all. Having lost dropping off and it hasn't been tinted because complete and universal. How noble it is, how subtle it is, this precise moment. So, Shakyamuni, Jinen completely praise the right here and the right now. You see? Not much the right now, right here. No. This is a complete, because you see, when you think about that sound, before you just recognize the sound, what sound is, you just simply become this sound itself. And then see, when you become this sound itself, then that facts completely gone away. Nothing left at all. See, nothing left at all. But the thing is, you just recognize that sound, this sound. Then you try to just figure out why the Jinen just clapped his hand or something else. More kind of thinking has come out. But that is another reality. That is another fact. Fact is when I just clap my hand, you just become this sound is and totally does disappear. The fact is totally disappear. There's nothing left at all. So you don't need to just try to figure out what that sound about why that Jinen just clapped his useless, in vain. But what people just try to do it this way, always. See, the things is completely finished, completely gone away before recognition. See, before recognition. Then after recognition, the kind of the thinking that thoughts just come out in your mind and try to just figure out, to try to whatever. So what it is, one of those things is later. That's those things, but that kind of thinking also never exists at all. Simply just exists in your mind. In your mind, only that kind of what people think about the fact, but reality with thinking. What thought is just happened, just occurred in your mind, only in your mind. That is not true. That is not reality. So that's the reason. Even the things just happen, happen in your mind without any reality. Fact. People just think about that's a reality. That's a fact. That's the truth. Then people just try to figure out. So it's caused you confused. It's caused you trouble. It's caused you the problems. Because the things without fact, you just try to chase or try to figure out what, this is totally useless. So when you hear, you hear. When you see, you see. There is a known who is not so. See, this is very simple. When you say something, you simply become what I say. See, when I see this, then you just become what I say this. This function, or this action, only this function or this action just exists. Or very simple. When I say something, you just become what I say. This. See, when I say something, you just become what I say. You just simply become without doing anything, without doing anything. This is done. This is true ourselves. This is true ourselves. When I say something, you just become what I say. This function or this action only exists right now, right here. What do we just think about? There's so many things. What people just think about the reality of what truth is never exists at all. That that thing just exists only in your mind. That is not a reality. That is not a truth. Never be deceived by your thinking. This is a state of being oneness. Yes, this is a very important thing. Oneness. Become one. Simply become one without doing anything. You just become as you face. See? Always this action or a function just come out and go away. See? Only this function is only there is this function, there is this function, the action exists right now, right here. None of others, but this function or this are the action. Then everything just going on as the without any trouble, without any question, without any problem, suffering. Very nice, very nice. So that's this reality. These are the truths we have to realize. This is our true self. This is our truth. See, as I just mentioned about what people just thinking about the self or ourselves are entirely different. This is the totally misunderstanding. The universe, this is very important for us. This is the most important thing for us. See, what Gyan just teach us is once you just realize your truth, your true self is, see, then the universe has become one's own. Congratulations. This totally congratulations. Not what you were thinking about, a tiny human being. Although she denies what a human being is, denied it. But our true self is so huge, see, uncomparable. See what people just thinking about the self. Our true self is our true self is complete and universal. Complete and universal. Complete and universal. Our true self is basically complete with peace. Because universe itself. The universe has become one's own. See, this realization, if you be able to just have or gain on, so you just become complete peace, without any doubt, any question. The universe has become one's own. So, see, it's very hard to understand in concept. Well, I know much about it. See, but although you never be able to just recognize what I'm saying, but simply do that, then someday you'll be able to just realize what I say, what I just mentioned about to ourselves. someday. So I would like to just recommend you to do Zazen. Zazen is very easy, though, in a sense. It's 1 square meter space is enough. 1 square meter space is enough in a kind of a question. And the kind of question if you have. If you don't have any question, just question you can do. Simply say. Then what are the Zazen need? What's the Zazen need? Whatever thinking or thought just come out, come up in your mind. Simply let's go. Then all as there. This is enough. This is Zazen. If you just this is the thing if you can just do. So someday, definitely you'll be able to encounter true yourself. This true self is entirely different from what you're thinking about self or ourselves. So that's the reason that Zazen is the most valuable things to do for us to do. One doesn't, where is it? This being, so once you just becoming death, one doesn't need to attain further because once you just attain this state, this condition, this to yourself, you don't need to just need, you don't need to have any more things because universe itself. So would you like to have more? Would you like to have more? Nothing else. See, that's much huge, your true self. You'll be able to just gain. There is no place to go, no place to retreat. One trace everywhere, and is unrestricted. So you can just completely become free from everything. Completely from everything. This is the most valuable thing. Very fortunately, we have this. We have this chance to realize this huge trueness. See, this is Zen. This is the teaching of nobody. See, it doesn't rely on one's own power. See, because your universe itself, you see, you are not what you're thinking about. That's what you're thinking about yourself or yourself. Your universal itself, universe. Your universe itself. So that's the reason there is nothing to be told by anybody. But it's a completely rely on yourself without human beings' strength. Human beings' strength. Okay, it is natural and subtle. See? So as I just mentioned, with this state, with this truth, reality. You'll be completely be subtle, completely be able to be subtle right now and right here without any trouble. This is Zazen. This is Zazen, the Shakyamuni Buddha, or the Bodhidharma just mentioned, the recommend us to do. See? Without any doubt, you simply become to yourself. What you are thinking about yourself is a kind of the imagination or creation of thinking. See? Now, that is not truth. That is not a reality. You just create. You just create yourself by your thinking or thought. See? Or you just imagine. Oh, what the people, what the human being is by your thinking or thought. That is not a reality. That is not true. See? If you just want to just realize who you are, simply sit and constantly and continuously doing Zazen. Then you'll be able to just figure out who you are. This thing is originally beyond the universe and the human being. See? Because what we are doing right now is we're just doing. We can do everything without awareness. Without awareness, this is our reality. See, that's the reason I've already just mentioned about. Once the Bodhidharma just came to China from India. See, the emperor at that time, the emperor just invited him to come to a palace. Then he just went to the palace, and then emperor just asked him, who you are. Then Bodhidharma just answered, I'll never be able to be aware of who I am. I'll never be aware of I'll never be able to be aware of what I'm doing, even where I am. This is our truth. This is our truth. We should be able to just understand what I'm talking, even in a concept. This is our truth. This is our truth. This truth, this reality, we have to realize it. Otherwise, even we just very fortunate we are born as a human being. So only human being, only human will be able to just realize this truth. Not any other animal or the being. Only human being. Only human being able to understand realize who we are. And very fortunately, we have a kind of function of recognition or function of consciousness. So function of consciousness. This, if any being provided with this function of recognition, function of consciousness, it's never be able to just realize this fact. So only human being fortunately provide this function. So they will be able to just realize this fact, this reality. Very fortunate. So that we have to do it within within our life, within our life. This thing is originally beyond the universe and the human being. That's much huge. Our reality is that much huge. However, it is here and beyond its father. How great this is. This is totally understandable by thinking. Because totally, as I just mentioned, what we are doing is without awareness. Without awareness. So we never be able to be out of anything, completely unknown. Then we can just do everything. This is the thing, It is here and beyond. Although we are here, but we never be able to realize where I am or where we are. See, it is here and beyond 8 paths. But even we don't know much about that. Where we are. Even we are here, but we never be able to see. Then we realize, we recognize this. See, then, we are here. It's a later. This is a later. Before recognition, we never be able to be aware of where we are. So it is here and beyond it farther. How great it is. See, without awareness, we can do everything. See, how great it is. See? Without awareness, to be this unrestricted person is the most important things for the people on the way. See, this is our trueness. Although this is our trueness, people don't know much about this path, this reality. How miserable it is. How miserable it is. Although we are exactly ourselves, but we don't know much about true ourselves, who we are, how miserable it is. See, that's the reason we have to do something in order to just encounter true ourselves. Our true self is entirely different from what we are thinking about ourselves. Very fortunate, very fortunate. Owing to this, the universe is fixed and the life is fixed. See? So as I already mentioned about thinking or thought or concept is not reality. It's not a factor. Because, so as I just already mentioned, what's the thinking or thought or a concept is once you just recognize this, see, once you just recognize this, then once you just recognize, at the same time you recognize this one. Otherwise, you never be able to just recognize this one. If you can just recognize this, if you want to just recognize this one, there are the two things. There are the two things or two aspects. The one is the things being recognized. This one. The things and the person who just recognized. See, Otherwise, you never be able to just recognize this. So that once you recognize this, at the same time, you recognize this. But the thing is, before you recognize this will never exist at all. We'll be able to understand. See, we are completely deceived by thinking. So we are completely fooled by thinking and so on. So that's the reason we have to do. We have to do that in order to realize who we are. But very fortunate, Shakyamuni Buddha, who just realized this fact, this reality. See, you can do by yourself. You can do by yourself. As I just mentioned, a meter square space will be all right. It's all right. It's wide enough. But it's wide enough. And the simply just maybe a kind of question. If you have, that will be fine. Then simply say. Then, as I just mentioned, what the doesn't is, what the doesn't is, just thinking also to come out. To simply let's go. Then all was the decision totally enough. Totally. Okay. Continually consult. You do that. Then something definite. Okay. Without this way, there is no relief and peace. See, if you cannot realize through yourself, you never be ease. You never be able to be ease. And then you never be satisfied with. You never be able to satisfy with present yourself. See? Only doesn't. And then once you just realize your true self, and then you'll be able to completely peace and completely free from everything. Hi. Definitely. I would like to ask the people seeking the way, please go thoroughly this month. If you just want to realize true self, this doesn't. Genros just recommend you to do simply. You see, only doesn't. You'll be able to just realize through yourself. There is nothing called condition separately. See, for Westerner, this kind of condition, not much familiar with, but for Japanese, this kind of condition, you see, what condition is when I face this. See, this one is a condition. This opportunity or this kind of stated condition. Well, you may say the other. See, what the other just come out is what the other come out, or well, you may say the condition come out is you just admit or you just recognize it. Then this one come out. At the same time, at the same time you just recognize this one. See, there is a separation. There is a separation between this and that, but this is not true. Before you recognize this, you see, there is no distinction between this and this. There is no discretion between this and this. There is no separation between this and exactly one. Exactly, no separation, no discrete at all. So this is a reality. So there is nothing called condition separation. When one's the self enters, when one's self centers, the objects called condition appear. See? Once you just recognize this, at the same time you just recognize this one. So what you call the self-centered one just come out. Before you recognize this one never exists at all. Never be deceived by thinking so. The reality of now cut off all the objects. Before recognize this, nothing. There is nothing at all. Nothing else. Then once you recognize that, then this one, everything just come out. After recognition, before recognition, even we don't know much about what is what, which is where. This is a reality. This is a reality of before recognition. This is a very important thing. The reality of the reality of now cut off all the objects, nothing at all. So the things we are just live in without awareness. So that's without awareness. So there's nothing happen. So that nothing problem, nothing the trouble, nothing whatever. So great. Then is a way to prove the reality of one's own. So, see, if you just, that's the reason we have to do Zazen in order to realize who we are or what the reality is. What people thinking about, what people thinking the reality is totally misunderstanding. That kind of the reality just happen only in your mind. Only nothing concerns what's going on here though. You see? So never be deceived. Then is a way to prove the reality of one's own. Getting angry, losing temper, vexing, all is one's reality right now, right here. But although this is the reality of our own, but people dislike this kind of emotional matter. That is a total problem. You see? What getting angry, what losing a temper, vexing. See? That is just come out. Just come out without any reason. Without any reason. Simply just come out. See? Simply come out. That's it. Come out and totally disappear. And people just recognize that's the kind of getting angry or losing temper, whatever. Then people just try to figure out, well, why? Why that kind of getting angry with that big thing that's the temper just come out? We don't need to do it because getting the angry or the big thing or the kind of bad temper, whatever it is, come out without any reason. Without any reason. Why you have to just come out, take care of it. take care of it. It's totally useless without any reason. Without any reason. So simply, let's go then that's enough. There is no problem if you can do it. This is the answer. Okay, beside this reality, to search other reality and something suit to you. See, because you have a kind of a certain what's called certain idea, what truth is, what's wrong is, what's bad is. You have a kind of idea. Then you never be able to just let's go then as the because you want to just try to figure out what it is. You don't have any kind of idea about those. You simply you don't care much about it. You don't need to care over it. See, you have a kind of common sense. You have a kind of common sense. That's the reason. That's a common sense in the thinking and thought. So that just forget about common sense. Then those kind of emotions they never bother you at all. Never bother it at all. Right. This is to search out the reality and something suit to you is all human soul. You have a kind of that sort of idea or thinking or so. Then you have to just figure out why that kind of emotional matter just happen coming out. See, because you have a kind of a common sense, kind of a standard. So we don't need to. So the thing is nothing concerns the common sense with the standard. You see? Everything what's going on here is without thinking or thought. Everything coming out, everything is going on right now is without thinking or nothing concerned with thinking or thought. So that simply just through the knowledge as that's enough. That's enough. This is doesn't. This doesn't. Would like to recommend you to do continually, constantly with a kind of a square meter space. That is enough. Very great, very great. So this is the last time. The last occasion of this session. Maybe next month. I hope. You never hope. You never hope. Well, I hope. We'd like to meet again. Then meanwhile, if you are free, just simply say, whenever you are free, with a kind of a meter scale, a square meter space. That's enough. Continue constant. Okay. This is the only way you can encounter your true self, your truth. Right. So see you next month. Thank you so much. Muchas gracias. Danke schön. ありがとうございます。So many things. はい。
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 はい。